These are my $120 Jabra Elite 4 Active Earbuds, and these are my $180 AirPods 3rd generation. Let's compare them. Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU, and be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon to receive notifications every time I publish a new video. And as I mentioned, I have two sets of true wireless earbuds with me today for this video comparison. I have the relatively new Jabra Elite 4 Active, which come in at $120 and include noise cancellation. I'm going to be comparing these against the also fairly new AirPods 3rd generation, which come in at $180. Of course, both these occasionally go on sale, but we're looking at MSRP here. Let's go ahead and dive into this comparison. Be sure to use the chapter markers down below if you want to jump to a particular section. Let's first look at the physical cases of both of these earbuds. They're each using very similar cases that are narrow and thin and open from the top. Personally, I prefer these more than your typical clamshell cases that are more flat. I think these are just more comfortable. What I like about the Jabra ones is it's able to stand up on its own, whereas the AirPods one just falls flat on its back. But that being said, because the AirPods lay on their back, they're able to wirelessly charge, and they work with MagSafe chargers. If you happen to have a MagSafe charger around, they will magnetically connect onto there, which I think is pretty handy. But the Jabra ones, they have shunned all wireless charging, and instead they have a USB-C port on the back. So you can charge these via USB-C, and AirPods, Qi, MagSafe, or of course the lightning cable there at the bottom. The Jabra case is slightly larger in its width as well as its depth, but the AirPods 3rd generation case is just a little bit taller. Despite the fact that the Jabra case can stand up on its own, I have to give AirPods 3 the win for the case design because it's easier to slip into your pocket and it's smaller, plus I really like the fact that it can charge wirelessly. Since I just talked about charging, let's go ahead and make the transition to battery life. For battery life, Jabra says that you can get about 7 hours on a single charge of its earbuds. That's on a single charge, and you can use one at a time so you can cycle between them to really make them last a long time. That 7 hours is with ANC turned on, so you should be able to extend that further if you turned off active noise cancellation. Included with the case, you'll get up to about 28 hours of total listening time on the Jabra. For the AirPods, Apple has its longest battery life yet, with 6 hours of listening time on a single AirPod. And again, just like the Jabra, you can cycle them, so I can use one at a time or put both in, just depending on my preference. Combined with the case, you can get about 30 hours total. Again, this is the largest battery life ever on a set of AirPods, but it does fall short of the Jabra. Even though AirPods has that extra 2 hours of total use time, 30 versus 28, I give Jabra the win because I think that single use time is more beneficial. 2 hours going from 28 to 30 is not going to make much of a difference over a weekend, and I prefer to be able to use them for longer periods of time without having to recharge them. So I think Jabra wins just a bit here in battery life. Let's chit chat about the mics. Both sets of earbuds have truly impressive microphone options on them. I'm really impressed with how both of them handle call quality and voice recognition. So if we look at AirPods first, AirPods have dual exterior beamforming microphones, and they've done a great job at picking up audio whenever I'm taking a call or talking to Siri. Additionally, there's an internal facing microphone that's able to listen inside of your ear. Apple uses this for adaptive EQ, and it tunes the audio on the fly to make sure it most accurately is represented to your ears. It can basically hear what you hear and adjust it so that it sounds correct. Over on the other side, the Jabra have 4 MEMS microphones, and they also do a great job. And if we actually get a close-up of the earbuds, you'll see these grills that are around the outside. That protects the microphone from wind, so they do a really good job at blocking out exterior wind. It's really tough to say which one wins. I'd pretty much call it a draw. I like the inward-facing microphones on the AirPods, but I think just audio quality in general does better for that microphone on the Jabra. What about earbud design? AirPods, of course, have their tried and true design that we have seen for years with just small iterations on. They're kind of like AirPods Pro, kind of like AirPods. They stick down a little bit from your ear, they're a little bit bulbous. There are no silicone tips. These are just meant to fit as many people as possible without any additional foam, wingtips, anything like that. Then on the Jabra side, they're more of your traditional earbuds. They do have silicone tips that go into your ear and they fit up into your ear a little bit and stay more in place. These are meant to be more actively worn, so I think these hold on better in your ear. There are multiple sets of those silicone ear tips, so you can hopefully find one that fits you best. On the fit front, I also call this a draw. I personally don't have any problem with the AirPods staying in my ear, and I also don't have any problem with these staying in my ear. I kind of prefer these for daily wear because they're a bit of a looser fit, but these conceal your ear better and stay in better for more active wear purposes and for noise cancellation. As I mentioned before, the Jabra Elite 4 Active are meant to be kind of like a fitness headphone, so they really do a great job of staying in your ear as you're moving about. Additionally, they're also very durable. They have an IP67 resistance rating, which means they are entirely dust-proofed, so sealed against dust, but they also are water resistant. They can be submerged in 1 meter of water for up to 30 minutes and be completely fine. So what that means is any rain, any sweat, none of that is going to cause any issues with your Jabra Elite 4 Active. For AirPods, I probably would not recommend these for most people when using them for working out. They just don't have those silicone tips, and I think they just more easily fall out of your ears. When you're at the gym, if you're on the bench laying down, you're bending over to pick things up, you're on your sides, you're doing yoga, or you're running outside or on the treadmill, all these things, you're just moving around and shuffling, and I don't think these will stay in as much as you're moving around. So I would not recommend these for an active use case. Apple has a whole Beats line that is more tailored to that have more secure fit. Additionally, these don't have the same resistance rating. They are somewhat sweat-proof, but they're not going to withstand being submerged in water or heavy rain or some of those other situations that the Jabra are definitely going to win at. So when it comes to resistance and being used for activities, of course, the Jabra Elite 4 Active is walking away the winner. Of course, I have to talk about noise cancellation here, which is a huge differentiator, again, between these two exceptional sets of earbuds. AirPods 3rd generation do not have noise cancellation. There is no noise cancellation here. You have to go up to the AirPods Pro to get that feature. The Jabra Elite 4 Active, on the other hand, do support active noise cancellation. They use those microphones to cancel out that external noise, making them great for any time that you have some monotonous noise going on in the background, whether it's humming in the office or a plane or a bus, anything like that, these can be beneficial. They also have passive noise cancellation thanks to those silicone ear tips that just block out more external noise. Even if you turn off active noise cancellation, these block out much more sound from your external world than the AirPods 3rd generation do. Beyond all of that, the Jabra Elite 4 Active also have what they call hear-through. This is the same thing as Apple's transparency mode on the AirPods Pro, where you can hear what's going on around you. So if you're running down the road, you want to be more aware of your surroundings, and you have these in, you don't necessarily want noise cancellation on, you want to be able to hear what's happening. So you can turn on hear-through mode and hear what's going on around you while you're listening to your music, books, podcast, whatever it may be. So, of course, again, the Jabra Elite 4 Active wins with noise cancellation. For audio quality, it's a bit of a push. I think the AirPods have great audio quality, but the problem is there's so much external noise coming in because there's not a seal on your ears that you're not getting as much fidelity. It just sounds a little bit airy as you listen. I think they sound great, just airy. On the other hand, the Jabra have a better seal on your ear, so I think their audio quality may be just below what AirPods is, but because there is that better seal, it just sounds more crisp in your ear. It sounds more tight and polished. So for sound quality, I would lean slightly towards the Jabra Elite 4 Active, but it could just be because of how well they seal your ear versus letting in the external noise. I don't think either of these are the best sounding earbuds in the world. They're definitely better sounding earbuds from the same manufacturers. I think Jabra has some better sounding ones. Apple, of course, has better sounding ones. They are good for what they are. They're great for what they are, and they're very comparable. So for audio quality, I'd say it's a push. Both of these earbuds are going to work on any platform. They're platform agnostic. You can use your AirPods with any other device that'll attach Bluetooth headphones. And of course you can use your Jabra with an Android or iOS device, or really anything in between. But they each have features that are unique to their own platforms. For example, AirPods, they have their automatic quick connect. The card appears. They'll show in the battery widget. You can see them right inside a control center. There's automatic switching between all of your Apple devices, which is super handy. And they have spatial audio with head tracking, which is such an underrated feature. That sounds like 3D audio is coming all around you, whether you're listening to Apple Music with spatial audio or watching a Dolby Atmos movie. But on the other hand, The Jabras, they have a lot of Android-specific features. Things like the Google Fast Pair, that's very easy. There is Spotify Tap Playback to control your Spotify playlist directly, and there's Alexa built in. So they have some neat features that are unique to Android. But whether you're on Android or iOS, Jabra has some other tricks up its sleeve that I very much appreciate. Namely, the automatic EQ settings. There's a bunch of EQ settings that you can apply to these earbuds, whether you're looking for rock music or spoken word, anything like that. People have been asking for customizable EQ on AirPods for a long time, and still not there. Yes, you can get into settings and change them for Apple Music specifically, but not system-wide. You can do that with the Jabra. You can go in there and choose any of the presets or customize it yourself to find exactly what you're looking for. Jabra also has its own version of Find My, where you can track their last known location from the Jabra app, and AirPods can be used with the Find My app, though it's still a little bit limiting as there's no real speaker on here. You have to use the speakers that are in the earbuds if you want to play a sound. So, which earbuds are best? In the Apple world, it's hard to escape the abilities of AirPods. There's nothing with as such tight integration from setup to use to moving devices. There's a lot going on with AirPods that make them so uniquely special. And there's just something about them that sets them apart from other earbuds that are out there. But that said, these are coming in at $180 and lack noise cancellation, and they have nothing beyond the IPX4 sweat and water resistance. Whereas the Elite 4 Active from Jabra have similar audio quality, they have actual noise cancellation, longer battery life, and they are more resistant. So if you were looking for the best bang for your buck, I'd have to lean towards the Jabra Elite 4 Active. But if you want the best ones that are going to work with your iPhone, you have to lean towards the AirPods. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know which one you prefer down below in the comments. Let me know on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. And as always, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next video.